Hey everyone, so it's been requested of me specifically that I kind of talk about the different hats I wear. Now if you're new to my channel you may not be as aware, but I have a large variety of hats. I actually am a hat collector. They're not into like the thousands or some like ridiculous amount like that, but I have a large number of hats, relatively large anyway, and I collect them and I wear them a lot. You can see I'm basically bald. I mean I have a little bit here. Short, you know, I keep it short too. I have a little bit around the edges. Called a fofa, by the way. Just so you know. But anyway, I collect hats. I've been wearing them since I was in college. Technically I wore some when I was in high school too, but really started wearing them right around the time I was in college. And just kind of, it's a habit I've kind of gotten into over time. Obviously it can cover my baldness, but I mean, you know, I'm not ashamed to say I'm bald. That's, you know, it happens. I got a suck hair gene. Anyway, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the different hats I wear. I don't know that I have a story for all of them. I do for some of them. If I have a story, I'll try to share that with you, and if not, then suck. Okay, so this is the first one. This is a Cruel World hat. It's my hedgehog, as you know. I love this hat. I wear it a lot. And I know some of you have commented and say you really love the hat too. Anyway, yeah, it's nice and loose, so it isn't too tight on my head. I actually, to be honest, I don't remember the story of how I got this hat, but ever since then, obviously, it's one of the favorite hats I have. I wear it all the time. So anyway, the next hat, it's a website, snippets.com. Now you can go to snippets.com and it's currently running. I don't know if it's the same website. Their motto, I don't know if you can really read that. Yeah, the motto, the way the web will work. I don't know about that. But they may still be around. Maybe the same. The logo is similar to this, but not the same. So I don't know. I got this at some point. I believe this was a white elephant gift. My friend had given a whole bunch of kind of dress shirts and hats for .com companies that had gone out of business or were really not very well known or whatever, and so I ended up with this hat. It's pretty nice. This one tends to kind of, I have a box with all my hats. You can see kind of the edge of the box behind me over here, I guess. Anyway, and it gets full, and this one kind of like shifts and kind of tends to fall to the bottom for some reason. I don't dislike the hat at all. It doesn't seem to ever be in, you know, I don't see it, and so I don't think to wear it. But anyway, so that's this one. Okay, this is my Domo Animate or Animate hat. So if you go on the web and you look up Domo Animation or Domo Animate, you'll find this. This is the main character, Domo. It's kind of, I haven't really looked at the website very much, but it seems to be, it's a kid's website. It seems to be kind of a teaching things like this energy will now go through the bloodstream and help all the body kind of a website or something. I'm not totally sure on that, by the way, but anyway, and Domo is kind of a crazy character, so this is from that. I thought he looked pretty cool, so I got the hat for it. So okay, so this is a hat I got actually, well, because it's my Facebook hat, basically. I'm not a huge Facebook user. Like, I don't use it very much. Like, I almost never use it. I usually just go on there and wish somebody happy birthday and then move right along. But I know some people use it, so anyway. But I like this hat because, you know, you like this. I got this at a Walmart. Just picked it up off of the hat area, the shelf, the rack, whatever, where they have those. So okay, so this is another. This was not part of the white elephant gift, but this is another defunct company. Well, the company's not defunct. The website is. So the company is a company called Ancestry.com. I worked for them for a while, and they had a website called MyFamily.com. It was sort of a Facebook kind of a gathering website, but they just over time decided not to have that website anymore. Anyway, so it's myfamily.com. There's nothing on the back. So it's another one kind of like my hedgehog hat. It's another nice and comfortable hat. It's fairly loose and stuff. I mean, obviously, It also depends on how you tighten the band and stuff in the back, but point is, it's pretty comfortable. It's a nice, easy hat to wear. So, and this is another .com hat I have. I think this website is defunct, but I didn't actually go out and try to go there to see if it was. But anyway, the website is fatbrain.com, or at least it was. Anyway, and but yeah, I mean, it's if you know coding at all, the code basically means something like it's an infinity set, so anything would qualify. Thus, fat brain, like all knowledge, kind of an idea. I think. Don't quote me on that. Well, you can, I guess, because it's online. But anyway, yeah, I don't generally wear this hat anymore. It's torn here on the edges. It's a little bit stained. I would need to, bleach it and stuff in that area, get the stain out. Anyway, but this was a hat I got when I was in high school. I played football for Federal Way High School. It's near Seattle, Federal Way is, and so I was on their football team, varsity and whatever. Anyway, so I got this hat as part of that when I was there. It was something that I can't remember now. We beat we won a difficult game against a rival or something like that, so we got this as a reward, something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, this is a hat that I don't really wear. I'm only wearing it for this video. It's more of a collector's item. I believe I got this when I was down in Peru 2.5 years ago or whatever. It's made all out of straw. You can see it's woven, or it's not straw, but what do you call it, like dried reeds or something. This is another one of my early hats. When I was in junior high and high school, I was in Boy Scouts of America. I got my Eagle Scouts, so I finished all that. Anyway, this was my hat from back then. Because of all my stunning popularity, I've grown a big head. But anyway, my head's bigger, so that doesn't actually fit me. I had to do this to even be able to wear it. But anyway, so yeah. This is a knit hat. I believe that I also got this when I was in Peru. You can see it's similar in a lot of ways to the style of the reed hat that I showed you already. It's woven, and then of course they take cardboard. I don't actually know if that's cardboard, but anyway, they take the bill, obviously. Yeah, this one actually does fit me because it's fabric, so it stretches, right? So this one actually is pretty good. But I don't really wear this one very often. Again, kind of like the reed hat, it's more of a keepsake, not so much a sported around town kind of a thing. But I mean, it's cool. I like it. I mean, if you had the right outfit to go along with this, I think it'd be fine. Okay, this is my winter hat, my ski hat, also my I just broke out of jail hat. Anyway, this I wear this generally when it's especially cold outside. It's extremely warm, so like my head, I'm gonna start sweating here probably in the next couple of minutes if I keep wearing this. So I don't really wear it inside, and so it kind of doesn't make sense to wear it while I'm doing my videos, because either I make sure the temperature's cold enough that this won't sweat, but then I'm freezing everywhere else, or it's nice and comfortable, but then I wear this and then I'm sweating while I play games. It doesn't really work for that. But I have this hat also. So I did use this, I believe, a fair amount, actually, for my Amnesia Machine for Pigs thumbnails that I did. Okay, before I get a whole string of hate comments about this, let me just say, I have gone hunting. I don't know that I would call myself a hunter. I have gone a few times, mainly to learn how to hunt, so if there's ever kind of a dire situation, like some kind of natural disaster, and there's you have to find food yourself or whatever, it's a good bet that most people are going to be going for the canned goods and stuff. So this will help me if I end up going over mountains or something, and then I can maybe find deer and Xexor, the hat not going to be like you're a great hunter or something. I mean, not the hat. The hat won't help you hunting, I should say. Anyway, but the hat, I got in the course of getting other hunting gear. Obviously, the bright orange is so that hopefully another hunter doesn't take your friggin' head off and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so that's why I have this. It's nothing special, just a bright orange I hunt things hat. So anyway, so you can't tell at all that I enjoy The Walking Dead. So that's what this hat is from. Obviously, you fight the dead, but the living are really, the people are really who you have to be scared of, because you don't know what people are thinking, what they're going to do in different situations. So, yeah, there's a logo right there. So anyway, it's not my favorite show, but it's one of my favorite shows. Now, as I said, I do collect hats over time, so this is one that just over the course of my YouTube channel I bought and I added to my collection. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I got it at a Walmart. So anyway, no real special story about this, I don't think. I like getting kind of joke things like that, like my t-shirt. This is what awesome looks like. Just kind of joking around. Anyway, yeah, nothing special with this one. So, as many of you know, this is my newest acquisition, my glow-in-the-dark Batman hat. I mean, glow-in-the-dark is awesome, and who doesn't like Batman, right? Right? Whatever. Anyway, Batman's awesome. Yep, and I thought it looked cool, and I looked at a bunch of different hats, and this was the one I decided I wanted to pick up, so there you go. Commissioner Gordon shines his light on the back of my hat, and then I know it's time to go help save the city. Obviously, I never wear this one, but I do still have it. This is my graduation cap. So those of you who don't know, this is Rigby. Rigby is a cartoon character. He's a dog. He's crazy. He always tries to get out of doing work that he's been assigned and stuff. Anyway, he's awesome though, so I thought I would get this. It's the, what is it called? The Regular Show, I think is the name of the show, the cartoon. Anyway, alright, this is my Gilligan's Island hat, really. If you guys have ever seen the show Gilligan's Island, you can probably find it online or something nowadays. Anyway, this is a hat very similar to what Gilligan wore. I think also, well, I don't actually remember if you saw any other characters wear it, but it's not actually Gilligan's Island, it's the San Diego Zoo. I got this, I want to say 3 years ago, something like that. I was down in California visiting a friend. My friend lives in Temple City, anyway, and we went to San Diego Zoo, and I got this while I was there because I didn't want to burn my tender, balding scalp. And so I got this, and it's pretty rad. I wear it sometimes. I don't really wear it when I'm doing it's some of these hats, because I wear headphones also. Like, they'll go like this, and then the headphones will be down, and it just looks kind of weird. So I don't wear them when I'm doing headphones so much. But yeah, anyway, I do wear this hat from time to time, just not very much on YouTube. So if you've been watching my playthrough of Lifeless Planet on the last part, if you've seen that, then you've already seen this hat. This is a legit Soviet officer hat. I don't really think it's high rank. It's probably like a their equivalent of a private or something. But anyway, this is a Soviet officer or Soviet soldier hat. I got this. I was doing a tour with a bunch of other students and so on. I was doing a tour of mostly Eastern Europe, a couple of Western European countries also, and I went to the Ukraine, and while I was there I was able to get one of these off the black market on the street. So I think it looks cool either way. I don't obviously wear it all that much or anything, but like almost never. But it doesn't even fit me, actually. It's actually, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe it didn't really leave one because I didn't wear it long enough. But it actually leaves a little bit of a line if I wear it too long. It's too small. But yeah, and you can even see writing in Cyrillic, writing Russian. Alright, this is my Seahawks hat. Obviously, being from really close to Seattle, Seahawks are my favorite football team. I'm not what you would call a fan, where I go, like, I have to spend loads of money to go back to Seattle to home games to show my support and crap like that. I feel like that's a waste of money, but But I do really hope they win. I love it when they do well. I'm happy that they finally won a Super Bowl. That was really exciting. So anyway, so they're my team, and I wear this mainly when I'm watching a game that they're like one of their games, and I'm rooting for them. When you're wanting a little look and you want to make sure that the little green guys don't get upset with you, then you wear a hat like this, don't you know? Because they think, he's Irish, so he's probably just as good as I am. So yeah, this is my leprechaun hat or Irish hat, I don't know, whatever, something like that. Anyway, I will pretty much just wear this right around St. Patrick's Day. Really not much ever outside of that. So it's mostly felt and cardboard. It's more of a costume thing, not really meant to be like worn around normally and stuff. So I was not personally, but my dad was in the Navy during Vietnam. And so I very much respect him and the sacrifice he made while he was over there. Watched a lot of friends die. Really, really hard for him, I'm sure. So anyway, out of respect for him and just armed forces in general, I wear this Navy hat. It doesn't actually really protect me from the sun, but it's really cool. Fleet behind the fleet. Arr, watch yourself, laddie, or I'll batten your hatches and make you walk the plank. Worst pirate accent ever. But anyway, this is my pirate hat. I wore it. I got it one year for a Halloween thing, and I wore it. It was actually 2012, that same year that I grew the big thick beard out and stuff. Yeah, you'd use this with that real beard and then a patch and full on costume and stuff. Anyway, and so I was basically a pirate captain. Kind of looked a lot like Steelbeard, not quite exactly, but a lot like Steelbeard. So this hat may look like it's YouTube inappropriate, or like it's me inappropriate, like something I wouldn't do. It's not actually. It can be as construed that way, and so I guess that's kind of part of its charm. But it's not really meant to be dirty. This is really this is a hat. There's a city in Utah called Beaver that I passed through. I've passed through several times on my way, like for example to the Comic-Con that I went to a couple years ago. So I finally got this hat because it's just kind of a cool play. It reminds me of some of the cool things I get to do. So I know you guys know that I enjoy a lot of fantasy and so on. And horror. So fantasy and horror. I also am a huge fan of, huge. I also really enjoy detective stories and mysteries and things like that. So this is kind of one of several. I can't even tell, it's like bent weird. So I guess that's how it's straight. Anyway, this is one of a few different fedoras or fedora equivalents that I have. So if I'm, in the mood for mystery or something, or pretending that I'm a detective or whatever, then I'll wear this hat. This is the second fedora hat equivalent that I wear. I actually used this a lot for the thumbnails I did for Amnesia: The Dark Descent when I was pretending to be Daniel exploring the Castle Brandenburg and stuff. So anyway, but this is, so I wear this. It's sort of a Dick Tracy-ish kind of a fedora. So here's another more stylish hat that I wear. I don't know if this, strictly speaking, I think this still is a fedora, but it's a more stylish one. Obviously, it's got kind of this in the back and so on. So yeah, so it's pretty fun. This one I will wear from time to time, like out and around town. Sometimes, not all that often, but every once in a while I might just decide, hey, I'm in the mood for a fedora, and then I'll wear this one. The other two fit. But the first one I showed you is slightly loose, just slightly, but a little tiny bit loose, and the second one's actually slightly tight. This one is pretty much perfect size, so this is probably the more comfortable one that I would more regularly wear. This is my Get Into the Holiday Spirit hat. Obviously Christmas is now past, but I thought I would show this to you anyway. I did wear this over the weekend when I was visiting family, but obviously I didn't really wear it while I was here this year, so that's okay. Anyway, so ho 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 ho! I hope you guys all got stuff you love. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you get whatever you want during the holidays, whenever those are for you. And then this is, I believe, at least of the ones that I gathered, this is the final hat that I'm going to show you. This is my Mickey Mouse hat, obviously. This is a reminder to me that I'm still a kid at heart. Not like you can tell by watching videos on my channel. Not that I need the reminder, but anyway. Alright, so there you go, guys. Those are the hats that I wear. Like I said, there might be one or two somewhere that I didn't find, but I think those are all the hats that I have. As you saw, there are several, but hopefully not out of control, like they're pouring out of my closet kind of thing or something. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of a little bit more of what makes me me. And I will see you guys in my next vlog or my other gameplay videos or whatever it may be. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.
I'm being prejudiced. I'm not being prejudiced. I'm just saying it makes more sense now.
Peace in the mirror.
No, Xexor will rock.
Oh my gosh, I cannot! Couple of go-go gadget arms that grab people or something, right? And that would be... Ah!